Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Transport Fever. In the last episode, we got our game set up, we got into the map that we're going to be using here, and we started setting up our first bit of transport routes. We have 3 cities set up so far, with interior city tram lines, you can see here. And then we have those 3 cities connected by an intercity bus or coach route. And that is going to be the cities here of Midgar and Ori and Sandoria there. And the purpose of this is, well, basically to get something started. And, I want to turn that off. Turn those off. And, to begin getting some demand going between these 3 cities for passengers, and to get these cities to begin to grow. And as you can see, that the AI is starting to fill in some roads, and we're starting to get some construction going for these cities as they begin to expand. And we are beginning to get passengers. We're still losing money on all of these routes, but the important part is to get them there and set up and running in the first place. Now, we are going to want to continue to expand things here. And one of the extensions or expansions that we're probably going to do next is running a passenger service, both bus and eventually train, through here from Dol Guldur to Midgar to Mali City to Vice City there. That is going to be the eventual plan, but we also want to start getting some trains running here. And as I explained before, that you can successfully run both a bus and train line along the same route because the people prefer different methods of travel. So some will prefer the buses, some will prefer the trains. Eventually, if you have aircraft, they'll prefer those. Some like to move quickly, some like to move cheaply. So, it should all work. So, one of the first things we want to start getting done here is start to begin building our first train stations. To kind of take advantage of things here and see if we can't start making some decent money. We're up to 30 passengers on this line. Usually about 2/3 capacity is when we'll start seeing some profit. Oh, I wanted to double check. What is our frequency? 94 seconds. 80 seconds, 60 seconds. Okay, that's good. That's good. Frequency is important for passenger lines. The better your frequency, usually the better you're going to do there. I mean, you don't want it too fast because you're going to have too many vehicles on the route, but you at least want it like around 90 seconds at a minimum, for this kind of stuff. Usually for a train you can do a few minutes, but for the bus route, 94 seconds is not bad. I mean, it may fluctuate a little bit as the route kind of, spreads itself out and things kind of space out a little bit, but should be fine. All right, we got guys coming in, picking up some passengers, dropping off some passengers. Yeah. All right, we're up to 40. Okay. So, enough of looking at that. Let's go ahead and start setting up what is eventually going to be our train line, our first train line. Now, I'm going to want to set up the station here for Midgar. Midgar is going to kind of be a major hub because it's going to be a crossroads for the line here. There's eventually going to extend all the way out to Gardania here, possibly adding in even the Citadel and Revelstone there. As part of that line. And, then we have this line coming in, through here, and then eventually connecting to this whole area of the map. Right. So this is going to kind of be a major transport hub, I'm expecting. So I kind of want to plan for that a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into rail. We're going to do the flexible station, which is part of a mod. And for a train station for passengers, I think we're going to go with 200-meter station. Because I don't think our passenger trains are going to get that long. When we get into freight, we're going to be making our freight stations fairly large because we're eventually going to have some pretty big freight trains. I want to make sure that they can handle that. Alright, so I think we're going to go 3 tracks, and there's a reason why we're going to do that. We're going to go 3 tracks. And I want to get some curvature on this station because this is a flexible station. Which direction do we want to curve it? I think we want to curve it this direction. And I'm going to go for maximum curvature, like that. You kind of see what we're going at here. Is we're going to have the lines coming in from Ori here, coming in the one end of that station, and then heading out the other end toward Mali City there. Which is why I want that to be nice and curved. And the question becomes, where do we want to put it? I'd like to get it close to one of our tram and bus stations. That's going to be pretty pricey because it's on a hill. That only makes it more expensive. What happens if I rotate it slightly? Can I... That could work. Let's drop it in. Okay, then we're going to need to connect this road here. That'll remove the building, but that's not that expensive. Do it. Okay. Now, I'm looking at the highlighted area. Yes. So the catchment areas for passengers, these 2 stations overlap, so people getting off the bus here can make their way here on by foot and then get on the station. Okay. Now there is something that I want to do. Kind of repair things here, as we want to get some track, and I want to put in... I think this is what I think they call this a diamond exchange. I want this to be flat. Oh. Let's see. What if I made this embanked? It's a pretty tall embankment. Oh, we're getting auto-saved. You know what? Go with it. Alright, and what we're going to want to do is set this up so that the trains on this line can reach either one of these terminals there. So we'll create the little the diamond interchange there. Now, these 2 tracks are going to be the tracks that are going to head to Dol Guldur eventually, and this line here is going to be the terminus of the route that's going to go Sandoria to Ori to Midgar. So, what I want to do is kind of come out here. Actually, want to come... No, I don't need to come straight. I want to make sure that we're letting this follow terrain. And the numbers on here are the maximum speed possible on that particular piece of track based on its curvature in kilometers per hour. We're going with kilometers per hour. Let's see, do I want to cross over the road? I think I might want to cross the road. Now, the thing is that's going to put a big lump in the road. I don't particularly like doing level crossings if I can avoid it. So, what I might want to do here is either make the train a bridge or make the road a bridge. It's going to be easier to make the road a bridge. Okay, so I'm actually going to go ahead and pause it here for a second. And we're going to remove that piece of road. Just like that. Now with these, I make these an actual rail bridge. But for this, we're going to make this a road bridge. Alright, so we're going to bring... Yep, the warning is yelling at me because we just broke a route. Okay. And I think we're going to double this track up. And we're going to go this way. Okay. And now we need to put the road bridge in here. Let's see. We may need to back this up a little bit. And even if I delete it with stuff on there, it's fine. It'll mess with them a little bit, but it'll be okay. Alright, let's see. If I use the M and N keys, I can change the, if it goes up or down. I can do a tunnel. Tunnel is 388,000. And those are pretty severe. 127,000 for the bridge. Okay. That doesn't look bad. We may want to smooth this particular side out. Now, it's just a matter of what style of bridge do we want. Do we want this style that has, looks like this is brick and wood. All wood trellis. Go with some stone. That looks pretty nice. Darker stone. We have brick with steel, or stone with steel, with the girder here. Bridge girder. Okay, that's a bit weird. That's not exactly what I want there. I'm liking this kind of light stone color for the bridge. So we'll go ahead and go with that. Alright, so we're no longer complaining about this. One thing, go ahead and resume. I want to see if I can get this to smooth out slightly. No, 733. Oh, I thought that was 733,000. No. I think we'll just leave it like it is. That should be fine. Okay. So, now we need a station for Sandoria here. We're gonna flip the curvature around. And we're gonna swing this station around. We don't want 3 tracks, we just want 2. And we have this really convenient road right there. And we have a tram station, tram stop right there. Let me actually demolish this road. It might be a bit further out from the city than I'd like. You still want to give them some room to build in between the station and maybe we don't want to make this quite as curvy. Still want some curve on it, but we don't need it to be that severe. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with that. That is passenger, right? Yeah, that is passenger. There will definitely be a point where I will accidentally build a passenger station when I want a freight station. It's gonna happen. So. Alright, so we want to go ahead and get the... Oh, now that I look at this, I probably actually want that station to curve that way. I've already built it, though. Alright, we'll deal with it. We'll just do a bit of a short diamond junction here. I mean, they're going to be slowing down coming into the station anyway, so it doesn't really need to be that quick. And can I get a curve here? Can I get a curve here that will maintain a good speed? 110, 112, 113, 115. We may need to rework this at some point, but 114 is not bad on that curve. I don't think we have any trains at this point that actually run that fast, so this will be fine. And then we're going to need to kind of arc back out around like this a little bit, I think. And then we're going to need to connect up here. That slows down to 104. Let's see, could I redo this to kind of come a little bit wider off the road? Kind of more in this direction. Oh, then it slows. Back it up like that. Can I get this? It'll do. It'll do. All right. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this track. I'll make sure that connects properly. There we go. All right. And we're going to want to do our little diamond junction here. We want to keep it flat. Oh, we're out of money. Okay, we're going to need to extend our loan slightly. Maybe more than a little slightly. Let's actually see how are we doing. Well, we're still losing money, but we're losing less money on that intercity bus route. We're down to only negative 9,000 instead of negative 30,000, so it's trending in the right direction. But let's go ahead and borrow $1 million more dollars. Bump the loan up to $4 million. Alright, let's make sure that's flat. As I was saying, the game doesn't like making these diamond junctions on slopes. That's why I like to keep them flat. Okay. Now we need to place a station. I do want it to be a through station because we're going to want to eventually extend the line out to Gardania. So, we want it to have 2 tracks. And I want it to connect in here somewhere. Come on. For now, it's just going to dead end. I would really like to get it in here. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Pause it here for a second. I'm going to demolish that. Oh, that was a bit more than I wanted to do. Oh well. Okay, so I want to bring this in here. Okay. Connect up the road. And then this road needs to get through here somewhere. How would we want to do that? Can I get a bridge? I can get a bridge. Can I get a slightly lower bridge? That's about as low as we can get. Go with the stone look. I don't know if we want to go with a pillarless span here, especially not at this particular time period. Yeah, let's stick with the light stone bridge. And then let's go ahead and throw in that road. Just move the road over. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, let's get the tracks in. It also doesn't like to do this on curves either. Slopes and curves. So keep it flat and straight coming into the station. And let's just see if we take the line straight across. What does it look like? 490,000. We're doing a lot of cutting there. Let's see. Can I adjust it slightly? 86,000. See, I'm using the M and N keys on the keypad or keyboard to raise and lower the arc that the trains can take. We could go to a viaduct, which no, we don't want to do that. Keep it as flat as we can. Well, not flat, but you know, as little grading as we can. I'll take it. Alright, all hooked up. Now we need to throw down some signals so that the trains will know where to go. And I'm going to use this American semaphore signal. And this is the way I typically like to do it. We're going to signal entering and exiting that junction. on both ends. And then I want to have probably at least one set of signals in the middle here for this particular stretch. It's not quite as in the middle as I would like. The thing about these semaphores is that we actually have to remove the track in order to remove the signal. It's a modded signal. It looks better, but it doesn't quite function as nicely as the built-in default. I want to go more like here. There we go. We're going to have right-hand traffic, so the trains are going to stay on the right-hand side of the track. And then... let's see. Yeah, we're probably just going to need a signal on both sides here. So the train approaching from here will stop, wait for any train in the station to clear, and then this signal will let them know that it's clear. And we're going to do 2 moving blocks, I think. So we're going to signal up here, and then we're going to do another set of signals there. That ought to do it. It's a bit of a S-curvy track, but that's fine. Now, we need to figure out where it is we're going to actually put the train depot. I'm going to put it here. Now, one thing I am going to want to do here, and I might just go ahead and do it now, is get a bridge over this track. Just somewhere. Construction not possible. Why is construction not possible? Probably because it's running into the track. Because the AI will tend to not build past stations. So I'm going to give it a road in the hopes that the AI will let you know that, oh, there's a path there, and begin building on the other side of that station. That's the hope, anyway. Alright, let's see if I can fit this in here. This is what I would want to do. Oh, we got some new stuff. Some new locomotives. Those are modded. Alright, we're going to double slip that switch so that it can get on both sides of that. And now, let's see, we want to signal this up so that you'll stop there, and then if we're coming here, we're going to want you to check before you cross that. Yeah, that ought to do. And let's get our train depot in. Auto-saving again. Alright, let's drop the depot in there. That ought to do. And there we go. And then we need to create the line. And let's give it a color. I guess we'll go with this dark blue. And we're going to say from this station, Midgar, to Ori, to Sandoria, And then back to Ori again. I need to fix that. But otherwise, that's good. We're going to do TP for train, passenger. And then it's going to be Midgar to Ori to Sandoria with a 3-letter like we did with this. And I don't want these trains using the same terminal here. So hold on. Let's see. Terminals. You should be using terminal 2. Yes. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to need some trains. And we're going to need some money for some trains. So, we're going to need to take out... Let's bump the loan up to 7 million. We are making profit. $25,000 a year. On the bus route. The trams aren't doing us much favors. I think we're probably actually taking a loss on average here. But this should improve once we get the trains going, I think. Alright, let's see. What trains do we want? Let's see. We have... The Baldwin's just too slow. It's 45 kilometers an hour. The 440 American, 80 kilometers per hour. That's not bad. But then we have this Crampton 420. It was for Great Western Railroad, so it's a British train. This is interesting because it has this like single, like 8-foot driving wheel. They're 100 kilometers per hour. Frequency is important for passenger routes. So if we're gonna go Great Western, do I have a wagon that goes that fast? No, I don't. So the fastest wagon I have is the Cracker Box car, which does 80 kilometers an hour. Which is the same as the 440 American. So, I think we might actually go with that, at least to start with. So let's go ahead and buy one of those. And let's get 2 cars. And just for aesthetics, let's add a caboose to it. And let's clone those. So we got 2 of those trains. And let's go ahead and add you to the train line. And here it comes. And we're going to wait to add the other one in. Let's just break you off so that I can keep you up there. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and accelerate time a little bit. Yeah, see, that's 80. So even though we don't have maximum speed on these curves, this thing can still go at full speed because it can't go that fast. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to wait until this train is coming in to that station there from this direction. And then we're going to send this other train down the line. It is costing us money sitting in the depot there, but it's fine. All right, and go. Might do a little bit of a ride along here. Come on. There we go. It's like, what button rotates the camera? And actually, let's go ahead and do first person. Let's ride the route. Let's see. Do we get up to maximum speed? That's going to be the question. $45. So you see he's going to do a maximum of 80. There goes our coach. What we'll do is we'll probably ride through this route, and then we will call it a day at that point. I don't think we'll go the whole, we won't go through a whole cycle, but at least all the way out to Sandoria would be nice. There's a little bit of a bump there. Hey, we have a passenger waiting. We have 2 passengers waiting. 3 passengers waiting. There's one guy down there. Okay, good. Now, if I space these right, I really shouldn't end up waiting for each other here. Not unless I add another another train to this service, but I do like the bridge. Okay, we're up to 55. I didn't check to see if we were up to 80 when we came in. Now, I do know that we are eventually going to get a wagon, a passenger wagon that is going to be able to hit 100. So once we do, we might switch over to that Crampton engine, just to get the faster trains on there. So we'll be topping out at 66, but we are climbing a hill. You know what it might be? I didn't check the speed on the caboose. We're doing 68. And 70 coming into the station. Oh, and there's the other train. Oh, and autosave's got us. Oh, it's caught the brake noise. Now, this particular leg of the trip shouldn't be that long, because it's the shorter piece. see some of the mountains off in the distance there. Now, I probably won't ride through like this all the time, but I do enjoy doing it from time to time. Alright, so now we're coming into Sandoria Station. Another nice bridge there. And some more passengers waiting. Alright, I think that's probably good enough for that. Alright, made some money. Got some passengers moving. Let me take a look here. Let me go back into the depot. Caboose does 80. Okay, good. So that's not going to slow us down at all. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, we've got 9 of 48 passengers on the train. And we're actually starting to make some pretty good money off of those coaches. 55K. So now, if it weren't for the actual train costing us a bunch of money, we'd actually be pulling a profit. But the trains should eventually start bringing in some good money. Alright, so we'll probably go ahead and end here. And what we're going to do, I think, next episode is start trying to bring Dol Guldur, Mali City, and Vice City into the network. The passenger network, anyway. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do about Gridania, Revelstone, and the Citadel. I might just do a passenger line like this and then connect through here. We'll have to see. Yeah, think about how I want to arrange that. Alright, but for now, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.